guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be looking at the Osprey Aether 70 AG hiking pack. It's a big beast, it's extremely capable, it's full of features, it's got so many features. So let's have a look and I'll see you shortly. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, keep up to date with what I'm doing, and yeah, my no-nonsense review of outdoor gear. Let's own the outdoors. Today we're going to have a very quick first look at the Osprey Aether 70 AG anti-gravity. So predominantly you can see here that this is a purpose-built badass hiking pack. Really liking the colours of this bag. There's not a huge choice, there's a few different colour choices, but I'm kind of a foresty, military, that kind of person, so I don't want to be standing out on the trail somewhere, and you can always put something bright over the top of this if you need to, if you want to be standing out on a hillside somewhere snowy. You know, there's lots of options for you. Looking to the front of the pack, you've got a conventional top opening here. This is actually removable and fully adjustable from the front and the rear. Now behind here you have got a it's another cover actually, which you can clip onto the bag. So as I said, that top flap is removable, and then you've got this low profile, looks quite weather resistant pack here. And what I do really like is this is actually paracord. It's not actually the usual bungee, so I really appreciate that. A, for its strength and sort of durability, but the fact that it doesn't bungee means once you do have this set to a certain closure size, it's not going to give. Really cool pull tag here. You pull this up and then it loosens, and then literally what I find the best technique is to pull on it whilst stretching out the pack like that. Just on the inside here you've got a security clasp here, just to keep the front of the pack from sort of giving it a bit more rigidity and actually linking it to the back. Now it's really adjustable, you can open this really wide, plenty of adjustment there, bright red, you can't miss it. You could possibly use it to loop around something small, so actually to keep the top. So if you had this wide open, you could probably use that to help stow the stuff in at the top as well. So it's pretty dual purpose there. Going to inside the bag, you've got your hydration sleeve and the port for the hydration there, so you can actually physically put it through, and you've got the attachment loop here for that purpose. So inside the pack there, I've mentioned the hydration sleeve, and at the bottom that is actually a divider between the sleeping bag compartment at the bottom, which I'll show you, and it is adjustable and removable. But that is pretty much it, guys. I mean, it is conventionally extremely plain. Now some of you keen-eyed, just in the bottom part of the picture you can see a zip, and what's really cool about this bag is you can access stuff from the top, but you can also access stuff from the front of the pack. So I think that's a really cool design consideration there. Alright, so we've had a little look inside the actual pack itself. Now let's concentrate on the front. On the front here you've got a clasp here that actually secures this whole front pocket, which is actually a sort of a stretchy material. They're good for a jacket or something similar. Moving here, we've got dual ice pick holders or axe holders here, so that comes down here, down the front of the bag, and very neatly just here, you've actually got a hidden storage area for the actual ice loops themselves. So that's pretty cool. And they come out, if you don't need them, stops them getting snagged on something. So front of the bag here, some more compression straps here for the horizontal. Again, you can put load here. You can put something inside this storage pocket here, so you zip access. So we unzip. So you've got like a, I don't know, half zip in the from the sort of 9 o'clock area all the way around to the sort of the 1 o'clock area. Opens up really big and wide. The hydration sleeve, and it goes literally to the bottom here. Just here is the part of the bottom that actually tucks and segregates between the sleeping pad area and the actual main compartment here. But yeah, it's a really generous size. The fabric is really nice and robust. You can see here, because of the sheen, it's looks like it's got a coating for weather resistance. and then you can see there the stretchy material, and it's also reflective. There's lots of little reflective parts. The Osprey logos are usually reflective, the writing. If you're hiking, it's good to be visible, certainly if you're going on the road. Two-way zips, I think that's a great feature for a hiking bag. I mean, having access to the front and the top, I think that's really cool. The only thing that we really need to discuss is the bottom section. So you've got two straps here which are removable completely if you want to, for a roll mat and sort of other stuff. You could put a jacket there, you could put one of the inflatable type mats here, you could put all kinds of stuff here. Down here you've got the sleeping bag, or the second compartment. Okay, nice, again, generous sized. It's pretty plain on the inside. Here these straps are for adjusting the separator basically, so you can remove this and it sort of hangs down and you just have this huge sort of inside space. So this area is plenty big enough, just to give you an idea of scale. DD 3x3 Pro Tarp easily goes inside there, no problem. And then this is a fantastic mat. This is a Sim Mat Basic 7.5 medium. So this is an inflatable roll mat, really compact, nice light. Again, that goes in super easy. And then you've still got a little bit of space here. It's got a two-way zipper and storm flaps there, of course. And lastly, you've got this loop here that's elasticated, and that's actually for your trekking poles. So you put the tips of your trekking poles in here and they link to the left strap with an attachment very similar to the ice loops, just so you can quickly stow these away with little fuss. Moving to the back of the pack, you have got adjustment galore. I mean, for those of you that want to have a really nice tailored rucksack that you're going to find that's really comfy out and about on the trail, this has got you covered. It's just adjustable everywhere. So simple things first. You've got a nice grab handle here, looks quite fancy. The top of the pack has got a double zipper. This one here is a storage compartment. Just above that, the area for the rain cover. Now the rain cover is bright green, it is attached to the bag and it is removable. I think for me personally, I would probably not have this in it because it's quite bulky, so I'd have this top area for some more storage, and I'd either put this inside the bag or have a secondary rain cover, or not even use it and have a dry sack actually inside the main compartment, so everything inside is completely weatherproof. So here you've got some of the anti-gravity system. You can see there this is lovely soft 3D mesh here, really good for keeping sort of the perspiration away from your body. Fully adjustable. I've noticed that these straps actually have a secondary strap built in, so this can free float really nicely and move, so that when you need to adjust this, you literally pull on these and they slide up and tighten. Really appreciate that. I like that. There's your port for your hydration there, and just a little reminder. So the whole rear section of this pack is suspending away from the actual pack itself, so that there is really good ventilation, and also this anti-gravity system that it kind of makes it feel like the pack is floating on your back. It's really interesting concept. It seems really comfortable for me. You've got this great mesh all the way down here, all the way through, all the way down to the waist pack. Completely adjustable here. You've got little markings here, so as you move this whole top section to sort of enlarge it or shrink it, you can just index from it, so that's really cool. Again, it's all free floating. This back completely free floats all the way down, all the way around the hips. There is a frame inside this bag, a lightweight frame. You've got your sternum strap here with a whistle. I like that it's black and not orange. Just looks fancy. So just here on the left side of the strap, you've got a toggle here which is obviously adjustable. Hiking pole, so obviously you can quickly stow them at the bottom, stow them at the top here, and then you're good to go when you're climbing, ascending, or you just don't want to hold your poles. They can be a right pain. So yeah, I really appreciate that feature. You can see here the actual straps themselves have this nice 3D, feels like a foam core actually. This is a feature that they've got on the daylight packs, and it works really well. It really does keep you cooler. You've got these straps here for, I presume, your hydration, whichever side you wish to run it on. So moving back down the pack, you've got the hip belts. Now these are pretty special actually. 2 pockets on either side with zippers, really cool. No drainage here that I've noticed on the bottom. You don't really need it, to be honest with you. And they have a special system that thermally molded to your body, or they basically do that over time. So you can get them fitted at certain retailers. This mesh and the hip belts here, which are really thick and padded, they provide this suspension system, and this is all part of this anti-gravity thing. And it is really weird at first when you've got it on your back, but as soon as you get used to it and you find the right comfort for you and the position, can you see that it kind of just hooks around, and it makes this, it almost makes like a saddle, like a horse saddle, and it goes all the way out the back, and this is completely away interior of the pack. So again, it keeps you cooler, it really does. At the bottom of the pack, you've got some different material choices, a much more robust, thicker material. Almost feels like a 400 or even a 600D polyester material. Again, it's robust. You've got the edges of the frame here, which kind of come all the way around. But there is one thing, this pack doesn't like to stand up on its own. For me, it's not really a problem, if I'm honest. It's so comfortable that I found that I didn't really want to put this down all the time. It just sits so well because of this anti-gravity system with the way the hip belt, the weight of the actual pack, the way they've designed it, the weight really goes onto your hips. Now, the other thing I've noticed as well, just going back to the sides here, I've got a clip here and a clip at the bottom, but they're only on one side, so I can only assume that's for more compression. So looking down the side of the pack here, they're actually identical. You've got a top compression strap which actually has a top secret loop there, so when this pack is really full you can actually pass that through here, so that it makes the bag more rigid on the front, down the front side. So that's really cool. I found that with less items in this pack at the top, that is actually a bit more of a hindrance, because when you bring this down, this interferes with this buckle clasp, and it gives you so much. So when the pack's more full, you can run it through there, get a bit more rigidity on the front, and you've got the red hook there as well, that helps. But if you've got less in the bag, or you just want to compress it down a little bit more, I'd run that on the outside there. Conventional buckle there can be removed. You can stow larger items. You could probably put a camera tripod in here. Here is, I'm going to call this sort of a dual function pocket. Got compression straps here which actually have holes on here and down here, so you can actually run this on the inside if you wish. It's got this stretchy mesh fabric and go in here. It's pretty big, so you've got the top access here, and on the side here you've got another access port, so you can come in from the top and via this way. Nice little loop here. You can either use it to help make it wider, or you can use it to sort of stow and attach it here, maybe with a bit of paracord or a clip, just to make this more secure. But this is a decent sized pocket. This is an army issue Osprey bottle. This is 1 litre. It's a pretty uniform sort of size, pretty smooth. But yeah, you just open that up, fits in super easy. Plenty big enough here, but yeah, these are really big water bottles. These aren't small, yeah, they're big, chunky and robust, and they fit in there easy. So I think a 1 litre Nalgene, no problem with sitting there, but it would be a bit taller because this is a bit more dumpy and short. You could put it in through the top, through this strap here, no problem, but you can also put stuff on top if you've got something smaller like this here. Or, you know, if you wanted to and you don't want to actually use the side storage, like I said, it's so close here that you could run this right there through that, no problem. It almost seems the perfect size to do that. It would secure this pocket better, but it's got pretty good amount of retention here. But for a water bottle, maybe some snacks, you can put a bit of clothing there. You can compress the pocket down using straps. They have like a really interesting kind of enclosure like that. And then of course, tighten it down, use that as compression there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the features. A lot of features, crazy amount of features. This bag is it's a serious bit of kit, highly adjustable, really built like a tank, extremely comfortable, and it's ready for whatever I've got to throw at it. It's going to be a great addition to my kit loadout, and I think it's an awesome bag. So guys, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Really hope this review helps you, and if it does, let me know by dropping a like. Also, if you want to keep up to date with what we've got going on, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon if you want notifications, but no pressure to do any of those sort of things. And anyway, I hope it's really helpful for you. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.